Hey, hey, happy Monday, American Crochet Association. Selena Baca here, founder, host, lead educator with the ACA. And I'm here to mingle because it's Monday. I like to make sure everybody in our community knows what's new, hip, and happening in the wide world of the ACA. So if you're watching live, come on over, say hey, say hello, tell me where you're viewing from. If you guys have any questions about anything that's on the agenda or anything crochet related or about the ACA, this is an open conversation. So as soon as I get through my agenda, I'll go on ahead and make this an open floor for conversation. If you are watching this on the replay, just participate like it's the live and ask questions. As soon as I see them, I will get to them, I promise. Okay? All right, guys. So I've got a lot of exciting things happening at the ACA this week. And the first thing I always like to start with is what we're doing in the crochet membership. So I've got links and details. I've got the whole agenda posted below. So as you're following along, go ahead and watch the live, go ahead and watch the whole video, and then there are links for everything. So this is for everyone who is in the crochet membership. What you guys can do is log in. And as soon as you log in, you're going to see all of the courses that you have, just like you can see all of my courses right here. I am viewing from a desktop, but if you're viewing from any other device, you're going to get the same information. You can view this from a smartphone or a tablet or anything like that. But it just, the format may look a little bit different. So if you don't see exactly what I'm seeing, just know that the menu bar up here might just condense everything. So the smaller the device, the more this is condensed. So instead of seeing these right here, you might just see 3 lines or something. So you might just have to click on that and then click on your profile and then click on my courses or something. So just, a few extra clicks because it's a smaller device. Anyway, once you log in, once you're in the crochet membership or just on your courses, this particular month, throughout the month of March, I am giving free access to everybody who's in the crochet membership, the brand new version of the Crochet Skill Building Workshop. Now, I talked a little bit more about this last week, but just now that all 5 of the lessons are up and ready for all of our crochet members to review. So you can just go through the entire course. You can just kind of poke around. You don't have to take it. This is not something that you have to do. It's just something that you get a first look at. You guys get that first sneak peek before it's officially launched. This is also the last time before it's published. That sounds so final. It's also a good opportunity that if anything's spelled wrong or anything doesn't work or anything like that, if you guys would like to let me know, this is it. Speak now or forever hold your peace. No, I'm kidding. I can always make updates anytime, but I do like to make sure everything is as perfect as possible before I publish it. So I do want to take a peek at the Crochet Skill Building Workshop with you guys together. Again, if you're part of the crochet membership, you guys can log in and you will just see this as part of your courses. You guys can also find it by clicking on your membership. It's a little bit extra. But if you're on your membership, then you will see that it is your March bonus. You will see March bonus workshop, skill building, and it's just kind of a few clicks from there. So you should be able to find this in a few different places. Now, once you're there, you guys, there is so much information included in this. So I do have some resources for you. Let's see. I do have more information in this particular workshop than I did in the original. Again, I talked more about this last week, but if you already have access to our current Crochet Skill Building Workshop, I've renamed it to have 2018. That was the year it was first published after the name, and that's how you can really differentiate. Also, again, crochet members, you guys are the only ones that have access to this new version. So it's not available for sale right now. It's not available for pre-sale. And I will not be updating this content with the 2018 version. I talked more about it last week, but essentially there are lots of people in the old workshop and they're going through it, and I want them to have an opportunity to have that information. It's still great information. It's just this is more. There's more homework. There's different kinds of homework. Things are phrased differently. So it's still the same kind of information, but it's just, there's some differences in that aspect. So yes, so there you have it. What I also did is I completely overhauled the format of all of the lessons. And I'd love your feedback on this because this is not typically how I format lessons at the American Crochet Association. So what I do like to have at the ACA for everything that we offer is I like things to be available in some kind of printout or some kind of handout. I love for you guys to have your cheat sheets and your homework and quizzes, but I've sectioned everything out. So now for lesson 1, you guys can kind of click around and get this information individually. Now, sometimes I post all of this into one thread, so it's just one really long thread of video, outline, cheat sheets, homework, quiz. And I understand that that format, especially with this much information, might be a little messy. So now if you want to, look at your homework or your outline or anything independently, maybe you want to have more than one window open, this is kind of an easier way to do that. So I hope you guys enjoy. I've also reformatted the outline or the lesson handout. So for almost everything that we do with the ACA, the video that I produce is this full color, full images, very big, big and bold, so you can see it online really well kind of outline. And I would have that available for all of our members to, print, to download. But the thing is that it wasn't very printer friendly and that it took a lot of ink. So what I did is I changed the outline here. So now it's just all text. So this is something that is far more printer friendly. I would love to hear what you guys think. It's something that you can kind of download in that way. Actually, I'm going to change it. It's going to be even more download friendly in the final version. I didn't post it in the most download friendly version right now, just because I want to make sure everything's spelled correctly and it flows. So the video that you're viewing, come on, internet. It actually uses the full color, full image handout that I like to use for the courses. I've just taken out all of that imagery and everything and just left you with the words. So I'd love to hear what you think about that. All right. Here we go. Yeah. So you guys can kind of see that there's big giant images and lots of color and, there's all of that going on. So I don't want that. I don't want you guys to print a 40-page handout with all of these big colors and everything, just because it seems like we could condense that in a better way. So anyway, hopefully you guys enjoy the way I've outlined each lesson. So each lesson also comes with the quiz. I had a little bit of tweaking to do on this quiz. It is graded, but you can take it over and over again. So if, and there's 10 questions in every single quiz. I directly got all of the questions directly from the outline and the video. So if you watch along with the video and you look through the outline, you should exactly have all of the answers for the quiz. So really, it's just kind of an exercise of, did you listen to everything? Did it make sense? And it's, not just did you listen and did it make sense, but it's also quizzes are a really good way for you to just learn things that you've already heard. It just kind of helps you put them to memory. So I really love quizzes. I think they're a lot of fun. I love them. I love them. Oh, let's see. What else is there? One second. Okay. All right. Okay. Sorry, my comments weren't showing up. And if I didn't already say, if you guys are watching live, come on over, say hey, say hello, tell me where you're viewing from. I'm going to give everybody a shout out as soon as I get through my spiel. Okay. Because I see quite a few of you guys were here. I just didn't have my comments up. So I'm not ignoring anyone. I got a lot to get through today. All right. So again, I am super excited about this new workshop. It is just available for the crochet members. So if you are part of the crochet membership, log in and check this out. It's going to be free to you this month. This is your bonus. If you are not part of the crochet membership, now is an excellent time to join. You can join for as little as $10. And not only are you going to get everything available in the crochet membership, like the entire 12-course learning path, you're also going to get access to things like this every single month. And you'll get first dibs on things like this every month. Final thing on this workshop, when you finish the workshop, hopefully you do all the homework and you ask questions and all of that kind of stuff. I did activate the certificate of completion. So that's a really exciting thing that you'll get once you complete this entire course. So hopefully you guys enjoy it. I loved putting it together. There's a lot of great information in here. And this crochet skill building course is truly for anyone who crochets. It does not matter if you just started crocheting and maybe you're still just learning, or maybe you've crocheted a bajillion years and you've made everything. There's a lot of great information in here to help you really brush up on the structure of your work, the understanding of your work, and the execution of your work. So lots of great stuff in here for you guys. All right, so that is it for the crochet membership. The next thing that I have for you guys is in our community. So if you guys are not already part of our community, it is free to join on Facebook. It is for everyone. We do have rules and regulations. We are regulated, my people. And I do that just because I really want to highlight crocheters, individual crocheters, their questions, their comments, their concerns, and I don't want it to be bombarded with any kind of spam. So we don't allow any kind of outside resources or links or anything like that, just because it can quickly get out of hand. But I do just want to take a moment and thank everyone like Rebecca for posting really good crochet questions. That not only that I think, you know, if you've got a crochet question, don't think, I don't know, I don't want to, you know, going ahead and post crochet questions and feedback and things like that, like Rebecca, because there's always something new to learn, a new tip, a new trick, a new way to do something. Also, what I would love to feature is the featured section here in our group. And this is just a way that we can reach out to the community and ask what you guys want to learn and in what order and what's important to you. For example, I'm going to be working on an article this week that I'll be excited to share soon, where to place crochet stitches. I'm really excited about this article because there's lots of places to place crochet stitches. There's lots of places we can work stitches into, and it's all about what kind of fabric you're trying to create, but then also what the names for these places are, just so that whenever we're following crochet patterns, we can understand the different textures we can create based on where stitches are placed. So I'm really excited to put this together, and stay tuned for that article because it is coming soon. It's because it's what you guys wanted to see next. So I'm always posting polls like this and new patterns that we have and downloads and cheat sheets and highlighting members and stuff like that. So please come on over, make it a fun community. Okay. All right, guys, I do have an oldie but a goodie article for you this week. And it's kind of in the realm of the other things that I was talking about, stitches, skill building, things like that. And I really wanted to highlight it because I think it's another article that I wrote that's overlooked because of the title. I don't think I'm very good at titles sometimes. So I would love it if you guys would just kind of peek through this and let me know what you think. So the title of this article is Learn How to Crochet Any Stitch. Plus it has over 30 classic and unique stitches that you can try right away. Now, I feel like some people are overlooking this because they're like, I know how to crochet stitches, right? What are you going to tell me here? This is just a fluff piece. But the reason I put this together is it's not for the people who can crochet anything all the time, no matter what. It kind of is, but not really. It's more so for people who want to crochet more, but feel like they don't know what they don't know. So they're not even sure where to start. And that was, you know, I'm even kind of talking to myself, you know, a few decades ago. I felt like there were so many different things that you could do in crochet, but I'm like, how do you know all of these things? How do you learn everything in crochet? Like, what is this magic? So the reason I wrote that article is because I felt like there wasn't really a clear path in terms of how do you crochet anything? How do I learn every stitch? Like, what skill level do you have to be before that door magically unlocks for you? So that's what this article is. And the article starts out by just saying that there is a baseline of education in crochet. And this is something that I say all the time for everything, no matter what. But that baseline and education for crochet is the chain, single crochet, half double crochet, and double crochet. That's the foundation in crochet. Not just knowing those stitches and learning how to do them, learning how to identify them individually from their front, from their back, from their top, from their bottom, understanding what they look like in comparison to other stitches, understanding how to count them individually, not just in their individual stitches, but in rows. So that's what I mean by the baseline of crochet education. Like, that really is lesson That is the entire first, if there are 100 lessons in crochet, that's lesson 1 through 50. It really, really is. Because once you understand all of those aspects that I just discussed, you can do anything in crochet. That's the foundation. Now, the reason I say that for learning any stitch in crochet is that literally any stitch is any stitch, any fabric, anything that you do in crochet is a combination, variation, or placement of these foundations. Anything. It doesn't matter what it is. It doesn't matter if it's the granny square stitch. It doesn't matter if it's lace. It doesn't matter if it's pineapple lace wedding gown. It doesn't matter what you are crocheting. The entirety of that, including the specialty stitches and techniques, is some kind of combination, variation, and placement of the chain, single, half double, and double. And that's it. So when you can create these, differentiate them, when you understand the anatomy, the front, the back, the top, the bottom, when you can count the stitches individually and in rows, you can complete literally anything. So that's what this article is kind of highlighting. And to further highlight that, I share quite a few examples. For example, if you're interested in learning more about right and wrong sides in crochet, I keep bringing this article up. If you have not read it yet, definitely take a peek. Because it's just mind-blowingly fantastic what you can accomplish when you understand stitch anatomy. So not only do I reference things like that, but I also reference different stitches just to show you, okay, Selena, I need to see this in action. There's no way that that's the foundation of anything I want to do in crochet. I start, with something very simplistic, and then I build from there. Like, for example, the linen stitch. If you're looking at that, you're seeing this fantastic texture, right? Just know that this texture is created with chains and single crochets. That's it. It's called the linen stitch because of the pattern that you're creating with the single crochet and the chain. But essentially, you're just utilizing those two stitches together, and the fabric that you're creating is this linen stitch fabric. All right, I've got a video tutorial for that and lots of other information. I'm going to go through just 2 more stitches with you just to give you an example. And if you're still not convinced, here's another one, the sedge crochet stitch. So the sedge crochet the sedge crochet stitch is this fabric that we're looking at right here. And as we're looking at this fabric, it's called the sedge stitch, right? And that's just so that we don't have to maybe put a lot of information behind the technical instructions of here's all the stitches that go into this. That, this is a good example of maybe the sedge stitch is a specialty stitch, which just means we have a small term to tell you all of the instructions that goes with this. And that way the pattern instructions are just that much more simplistic. So really, this is just chain, single, half double, and double. So this is a great example of all of those foundation stitches working together to create this particular fabric. Fun, right? Yeah? Okay, you guys a little bit more convinced? Okay, so the last one I want to show you, see I have all these examples. The last one I want to show you is the cable tower crochet stitch, okay? And I have videos and patterns for all of these, so you guys make sure you click below and check it out, all right? Now, you guys may be looking at this going, okay, this is where I know I'm going to get you, right? No, I got you, because the cable towers crochet stitch is chain, half double, and double. Remember, it's all about variation, combination, and placement. So we are using chains, half doubles, and doubles here, but those double crochets are creating not only the cables, but the twistings of the towers. And how that's done is where the double crochet is placed. So for this, there is a video tutorial so you guys can check it out. But essentially, instead of working into the top, the front and the back loop of a stitch on the top of a row around, you're working around the post of the stitch. So instead of working up here, you're working around it. And when you work around it, you're pulling it out or you're pushing it back. And so when you're pulling it out or you're pushing it back, you're raising the texture. You're really highlighting a different aspect of this stitch that you've already created. And so that's where not only post stitches come from, but cables come from. Because after you create those posts, because you're really pulling it out so that you can see it more, then you want to cross over. Instead of just working, I'm going to work this stitch on top of this stitch. I'm going to skip over and work maybe from right to left. I'm going to work from left to right, and that's going to create that twisting of those cable stitches. Interesting, right? So once you know that, hey, I can work all these stitches, and hey, maybe I understand stitch placement a little bit more, things like this are going to be easier for you to want to practice. So hopefully you do. All right. Okay. I've essentially read most of the article to you, but I really didn't want to just dump words on you. I really wanted to make sure that you guys didn't just see, oh, how to crochet any split stitch. Yeah, I don't know. I can crochet anything. Hopefully it gives you something new and insightful for you to try things that you might have felt like maybe you weren't ready yet. And again, I've got tons of video resources, so click below. You can find it in the article. But if you guys want to learn stitches like the linen crochet stitch, sedge crochet stitch, simple wave crochet stitch, waffle crochet stitch, and cable tower crochet stitch, I have information and video tutorials for all of those that you guys can check out today. All right, fun times, yes? Okay. All right, guys, so let me take a break from my agenda. I'd love to see who's here. So let's see, Colleen is here from Florida. Hello, Colleen, so good to see you. It looks like Proverbs 31 is here from Pennsylvania. Anita is here, from Tennessee. So good to see you. Crochet Done My Way with Wanda. Hello, Wanda. So good to see you. Delia is here. Hello, Delia. Thank you for checking in with us. Lady Crafters Fiber Creations, aka Mary, says hello to everyone. Hello to you, Mary. And Becca Vista is here. Hello, crochet lovers from Las Vegas, Nevada. Thank you for checking in. I so appreciate it. All right, I don't see any questions, comments, feedback, so it's just the shout outs today, which is totally cool. There's one thing that I wanted to say. I didn't say this in the beginning, so this is especially good for all of you guys who are watching live or on the replay, okay? I am going to have a giveaway this week. I didn't have one last week. I forgot. But the giveaway this week, and I'm actually going to run this for 2 weeks. So whether you're watching live or on the replay, you guys have an equal opportunity to win. I want you guys to leave a comment that says something about skill building. I want to build my skills. Hooray for crochet skill building. I want to see crochet skill building in your comment. And that's kind of the code. That's the key word, okay? So I'm going to randomly pick 5 of you guys who have a comment that iterates some version of that. And you guys are going to win free access to the Crochet Skill Building Workshop, the new one, okay? 5 of you guys are going to win. It is going to be a $49 workshop, so that's, that's a heck of a lot of savings. That's not what I wanted to do. That's a heck of a lot of savings for you guys. And again, all you got to do is let Crochet Skill Building, hooray. I want to win the Crochet Skill Building, something like that. And that way I'll know you guys heard me and you're paying attention, okay? So I'm going to randomly pick from the comments 5 of you guys in 2 weeks, and I will reply to your winning comment with instructions to win, okay? So I'm super excited about that. I can't wait for more of you guys to go through this workshop because I think it's going to be fun and I think that you'll learn new things, all right? Okay, guys. Oh, I see the first comment that I see here. Colleen's the first entry. Can't wait to study crochet skill building. Thank you so much for entering. I appreciate it. All right, guys, and that's everything that I have for you this week. Guys, it is always a pleasure and a privilege to be part of the crochet community. Thank you for being here on this Mingle Monday. Peace, love, crochet. I'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye.